make you face palm and shock. I can guarantee you that. Getting right into it, here is Tried and Refused Productions with 5 shocking Indian movie scenes you won't believe were approved. Tere Ishq Mein. One of the wildest movie experiences of 2025 was when I watched the Anand L. directed film Tere Ishq Mein, somewhat touted as a spiritual sequel to Rangira if it was set in an alternate universe. A movie that due to conflicting anti-ownership could not reference the world of Ranjana, but alluded to it as if themes of rage and stress of creepy behavior remained consistent. I don't know what switched in Anand or Ellen Meenakshi Sharma, his actor, ever since coming was beautiful. It had even obsession with absolutely irresponsible portrayals of mental health conditions since that movie released in 2013. It was since that movie placed the character in a mental asylum over a quarrel in his life, and in a friendly rape sequence introducing dealing with people with complex issues as mad auntie. Essentially, these couples were escape artists from reality. Tere Ishq Mein and its logic across the board is so bizarre, you really wonder what the makers smoked while animating this film. Kriti Sanon is a PhD student issuing psychology, a course that takes roughly around 5 years to complete. Her thesis is focused on anger in society and how, in modern psychology, this can be removed entirely from humans just making it language. She says despite providing a 2,200-page thesis, something that immediately made the guy ready for psychology students, she spoke about how they struggle to turn out even 300 to 400-page thesis to the best of their ability, and how the fact that she would immediately help students to narrow study constraints if they ever dared to present a 2,200-page thesis to her. What's crazy is that the thesis is written without any sample size breakdowns. Every topic isn't given a grade. As if she said, she will prove this theory with one sample size, one control group, a bunch. She manipulates her study by offering him time, a hint of romance, and even the promise of theatre if he helps her get this thesis approved. She basically scams her way into getting the thesis, manipulating the host teacher with the promise of a theatre debt so that he doesn't publicly embarrass her on college, only to get a job eventually after defense also defeated by having no choice but to accept that his love is manipulated. You realize how irresponsible this is in London, and not only the way she perceived the PhD of psychology, but how silly and incompetent the fact that she is to even attempt it. This is nearly the highest sexualization of this movie, where we just meet a rather ethical and socially opinionated guy who has a psychology degree or PhD, but the real nepotism in here isn't in the PhD program, it is in his skills at getting thesis approved. Even his classes are way better. My film Bhanga Banam, a superb college where strangers assume that you're passing, showing that campus performance is really not math. मुझे भी पता चले कि इश्क में छुप जाने का वो भी किसी को नहीं होता. This remains the reason why Kriti, who is 9 months pregnant despite consistently drinking, smoking, and eating consuming fish rolls, is not losing her child. She is dying of liver cirrhosis with a child in her arms. She commits this phenomenon in the plot to keep the daughter on her wedding day without having the son. What's insane is that Dhanush, an awful stylish guy, even his accent sounds British, jokes about him telling Rafi is so talented that he can become an IAS officer, and the best part, how stylish too, because, well, he is the hero of a very big movie. Kriti is a psychologist, and the film is revealed that even if she didn't even study law, or she didn't sign this paper because she does not want that to ruin the law world, in this, her life, not just part two, part every week, and this film shows they do understand this market mechanism happening because of the repeated customer metrics. They told me later, they said, Anush genuinely gets frustrated because the psychotic woman has come back into his life urging him to take care of the son that he's not even used. Anush promises to either come back or return to the father of the son long term, only for him and completely abandon him. Anush, by the time is so traumatizing for you, you cannot change that dialogue in the end. हमारे बाद आने वाले लोग बहुत सारे नया काम करेंगे लेकिन हम जैसा जब तक नहीं. The only silver lining in this entire movie is that Devi's father somehow can live in this without these two thankfully. He absolutely gets his face to answer. Everything is working for nature. A special place in that 50th episode is pretty bananas to me. I think because the director made me feel entertainment back in its heyday with his movies, but always wasted misogyny, especially in the manner in which the main lead approaches the object. One of the big Davies overworking points was that Ravi Teja in Independence Day. This is a movie entirely set in Thailand, and Ravi Teja, a quick set, who has to deal with an infamous burn breakup with one guy who, by the way, has massive memory but gets it back each time he is hit on the head, is known as, in this movie, Sports' terrible big, and he's a taxi driver. And he convinces him by the most pathetic way possible known to commercial directors in this country. Ramita Perez makes up Vice Ravi, but he's cooking for him. The movie is racist, throwing jabs at Thai people while shooting clean Korean. But one part of this movie is the element that is most often used in commercial Telugu cinema to emotionally manipulate the audience. What is that? It is the unlock part. Ravi Teja, while shooting an ad, had exclusive opportunity to do what most male And this in some ways provided with a romantic edge. You know, the cinema in this movie within that hey, I called the police by informing them that you are issuing a bond, but I included the clip of popping a seal on you, and this is the story you can tell your parents of how you met. But lady with the blue loves Dhanush too. She communicates a good for nothing college ruffian is so talented that he can become an IS officer and the best Air Force pilot too, because, well, he is the hero of a Bollywood movie. Kriti is the psychologist whose approval is needed for Dhanush. You don't ask questions. सपने देखती हैं मजदूरों के नहीं मोहब्बत में समझदारी की आदत होती है उन्हें फिर उन्हीं समझदार लड़कियों को उस राजकुमार के प्यार में वो नमक नहीं दिखता है जो मजदूर के पसीने में होता है Bro called him a laborer but said, hey, that's what, okay? Anush genuinely gets frustrated because this psychotic woman has come back into his life, ordering him to take care of the son that is not even his.
अरे क्या क्या करूं मैं इसका क्या करूं क्या करूं इसका क्या करूं मार भी नहीं सकता
Dhanush promises to back or ensure that the father of the son will return, only for him and Kriti to die in the end. Dhanush, while becoming a full kamikaze pilot, says the most tone-deaf dialogues in the end. हमारे बाद आने वाले लोग बहुत सारे महान काम करेंगे, लेकिन हम जैसा मोहब्बत नहीं. The only silver lining in this entire movie is that the baby's father somehow can live a life without these two psychos, thankfully. An absolute Matlab Kuch Bhi fiasco. Devde ki Jaishan ki Manchul. A special place in the Matlab Kuch Bhi episode is Puri Jagannath's filmography because the director may be extremely entertaining back in his heyday with his movies, but they are always laced with misogyny, especially in the manner in which the male lead approaches the opposite. One of the hit jodies through the 2010s was of Ravi Teja and Ileana D'Cruz. This is a movie entirely set in Thailand, and Ravi Teja, a fixer who has to deal with an infamous Don played by Prakash Raj, who by the way has lost his memory but gets it back each time he is hit on the head. Ileana in this movie sports a terrible wig and is a taxi driver and is presented in, well, the most aesthetic way possible known to commercial directors in this country. The comedy of errors makes her house Ravi, for she feels pity for him. The movie is racist, throwing jabs at Thai people while shooting in Thailand.
पता चला ये लोग क्रिकेट में अलाउड क्यों नहीं है अगर एक बार आउट हो गया तो दोबारा हेलमेट पहन कर आएगा किसी को डाउट ही नहीं होगा
The common factor between them is the element that is most often used in commercial Telugu cinema to emotionally manipulate the audience. What is that? It is the Anath card.
मैं जो सुना था मुझे भी एक निवारा खिलाओ
Ravi Teja, while sleeping in Ileana's house, takes the opportunity to do what most male leads do in a Puri Jagannath film, take advantage of the leading lady. With the most disturbing background music to denote what is his intention. When she pushes him off the bed, he says the line that is even more disturbing. Because who can really deny to a husband if he asks for it? It's the women who should just do it irrespective of how they feel. The most creepy element of this movie is that the romantic dynamic of this film all exists due to fate, with careful observation by gods denoted through Brahmi and Provai Sarla. When due to the Anath card, love blossoms between the two, and in a quarrel, Ravi Teja threatens to leave Ileana slaps him. To which Ravi Teja deems it fit to reply back to her with the same treatment. Ileana, enraged, low blows him, and the gods want to change the fate and want them to have a better outcome in their relationship. So they put them in another scenario. Hopefully, this time they're not violent with each other. So what do you think happens? The way commercial Telugu cinema normalizes physical violence in relationships is absolutely wild to me. Dee Radha Villayattu Pillai, an absolutely wild Tamil movie that I was recommended to see was this Vishal Starer, in which since childhood he wants the best things for himself. If he decides to get an ambulance for a loved one, he will in advance call all the neighboring ones just as a test to see who fares best. Similarly, he wants the love of his life to be chosen the same way. He will romance 3 women and come to the conclusion through dates on who is the best, simultaneously lying, cheating the others, but he believes that the end justifies the means.
तीनों
को एक साथ प्यार करूंगा। उन तीनों में से जो मुझे बेस्ट लगेगी उसी से मैं शादी कर लूंगा।
While Vishal in the movie is educated and is in upper middle class family, he is unemployed. But he ends up patawing the likes of Tanushree Datta, Sarah Jane Diaz, and Neetu Chandra. He makes them fall in love with him. While he uses manipulative tactics for all